The war has officially begun in Shogun, and we have Lord Toranaga's own son, Nagakado, to thank for that. Shogun Episode 4 ended with the most graphic moment so far, the brutal death of Josen and his men at the hands of Nagakado. In a surprising moment, Nagakado, Lord Toranaga's son, ordered his father samurai to shoot against Josen and his men using the cannons that John Blackthorne had been teaching them to use. Every single character on screen was shocked at what Nagakado had done, but Nagakado himself will be very shocked when he finds out how he was manipulated into this action. There was some major behind-the-scenes scheming that took place that led to this enormous action, and we're here to break it all down for you. So why did Nagakado order Josen and his men to be killed? Well, in his mind, it was very simple. He believed he was perceived by many as a spoiled child and wanted to prove his value as the son of Lord Toranaga. He believed that he would achieve respect and make a name for himself by killing the samurai who were working for his father's enemy. Josen, who was basically Ishida's right-hand man, was asked by Yabashigi to witness the cannon demonstration, but was instead met by a blatant act of war. Nagakado ordered his men to fire the cannon at Josen's men, with most of the men dying immediately, but Josen himself only died after Nagakado gave the final blow using his sword. So when I said every single character on screen was shocked at what Nagakado had done, I wasn't entirely truthful. There was one character present at the massacre that was smirking and was not surprised in the least bit, and that character was Omi. Nagakado was so blinded by his ambitions to make a name for himself that he was easily tricked by Omi. On the night before the attack, Omi argued that Josen and his men were there as enemies of Lord Toranaga and that they would capture Yabashigi, one of his most important allies. This led Nagakado to believe that he would be doing his father a favor by killing Josen and his men while also proving his value. So the next logical question is, why would Omi want Nagakado to commit a blatant act of war against Ishido, the man his uncle Yabashigi is secretly conspiring with? In a conversation earlier in the episode, Omi advised his uncle that it may be wise to give the cannons and other weapons along with John Blackthorne to Ishido in order to smooth things over and get back in his good graces. This obviously directly contradicts the conversation he had with Nagakado. Well, if you think about it, Omi is very ambitious, and as his uncle has said in the previous episodes, very intelligent. He may have surmised that if Josen and his men were killed, Yabashigi would be blamed because the area was under his command when it happened. If Yabashigi is blamed, Omi could then maneuver himself into a better position with the Council of Regents, gaining himself more power. Omi was smart enough not to make any moves himself and instead trick Nagakado into fighting this battle. If Yabashigi pays the price for Nagakado's actions, Omi's plan will then have worked. Now, another interesting thing about all of this is that Omi believes that he manipulated Nagakado and that everything is going according to his plan, but he himself was actually being manipulated. The person manipulating him was Kiku, the courtesan he is seen with in this episode. Omi is obviously in love with her and has been listening to her whispering in his ear. Before his conversation with Nagakado, he had a conversation with Kiku, where she told him that he should be in command and that he should replace his uncle. So what are Kiku's motivations? Only time will tell. Will Omi's plan come to fruition? That will depend on Yabashigi's next actions. Another huge question is what will happen to Nagakado when Toranaga returns? Will his father accept this act of war? Will he be punished? Could he even be executed or allowed seppuku? We should find out some of these answers pretty quickly when episode 5 airs, because war has come and it is only going to get crazier from here.